Alright, welcome guys. So today I'm going to show you how to create content that books highly qualified sales calls to your business every single month. And I want to emphasize it's highly qualified sales calls because that's really all that matters, right? So here's some proof. My client Quentin had closed his second consulting deal in 6 days from the content that we made for him. And over here is my own booking form with 2 prospects worth $250K plus per month. One came directly from watching one of my YouTube videos and another one came from our LinkedIn outbound campaign, but explicitly said that he had watched one of my videos before actually booking the call. So we practice what we preach, and we also do this stuff for our clients too. And it's pretty cool too because on my own channel, we only uploaded 4 YouTube videos so far. And later in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to actually integrate this into your sales funnel to actually get these qualified calls across, not only from YouTube, but also from other marketing channels too. All right, so before I actually get into how to create this type of content, let me just show you why you should be creating this type of content in your marketing and what your buyers are experiencing right now in 2026. So for the longest time, a buyer's journey can be split into 3 different stages, right? First is the actual stimulus, which means where your buyers first find out about you. This could be coming from an ad, YouTube video, Instagram reel, cold email, whatever, and then they get sent to the sales page where they would extrapolate, understand what you actually have to offer, what you do, and then the actual back-end delivery service, right? So 2 to 3 years ago, someone would see your ad, for example, and then they would get sent to the sales page, and then you close the deal on the call, and then they would get sent to actually getting results in the back end, right? But that's not how it works anymore. If you're a B2B company, I want you to really zoom out and look back at your sales process. And the number one problem that I've seen all across our clients before working together is why the hell are these deals so significantly hard to close compared to, let's say, 2 to 3 years ago? Why are these deals, why are these people, why are these buyers taking so long to actually make the decision, right? And what's really interesting is Google actually made a study to answer this question. What they've identified is what they call the ZMOT pattern, which means zero moment of truth, or the hours required for buyers to consume on you before making a decision. So what Google found is it takes up to 7 hours of content across 11 different touch points in 4 different platforms for people to even decide to be associated with you or not. And so in B2B, your sales cycles are typically about 2 to 3 months, right? But this is especially prevalent in enterprise deals if you're running those, because according to Google, it takes up to 6 to 18 months to actually close these enterprise deals. So if you're a B2B founder who's running, let's say, above 50K per month, this is astronomically significant for your revenue impact because deal velocity matters for actual growth in your company, right? And if buyers are spending this much time during their research phase before even committing to a call to you, the amount of resources that you're putting out there is just going to be significantly harder for you to even book calls with these people, let alone close them. And I just really want you to zoom out, right? Let's say you're somebody who doesn't have a personal brand, right? Or hasn't taken content seriously. I want you to just zoom out for a sec and just really think with me. Would you hop on a call with a stranger who has sent you like 2 lines of cold email? It's probably pretty difficult, right? And so that's exactly what your buyers are experiencing too. I mean, these people are human too, right? So if you can't even get on a call with yourself, how can you expect buyers to get on calls with you in the first place? So what we found after working with our clients and just observing the market, on the online space, whoever controls the research phase basically controls the perceived authority, which means selling power in your market. Because if you're running an online business, it's just simply a winner takes all game or a zero-sum game. The top dog always wins across the board, right? No matter how good your offer is, and I've seen loads of my clients who have unique offers and so on and so forth, if you're not out there, and it's quite literally your obligation to be out there to serve as many clients as possible before they even get into these bad deals. And if you're not out there, your buyers are very, very likely eyeing on your competitors who actually do content. So now the question isn't about if I should do content or not, it's about how, and how do I do this effectively? So this is exactly what we're going to get into right now. First step is everything has to start with your ICP. So what we usually do with our clients is we would literally just go into their sales process, extract up to 20, 30 of their best sales calls ever with their dream clients, and really understand what these people's problems are, what they bring to the table, their objections, and the opportunities that they're looking for, right? Because The point of all this is to speak more with these people on content. What you do on your YouTube videos is speak directly to these people on their problems, opportunities, and desired outcomes. Don't even care about what your competitors or peers are thinking. Don't even think about building a fan base of these people, because these people do not contribute to your sales process at all, right? So what I want you to do is just speak directly to your ideal customers all of the time, because what it's going to do is the algorithm is going to better categorize you in front of these people. It's going to understand exactly who you're speaking to and how to position you in front of these people, because YouTube actually wants you to win. Its literal goal, its literal AI function is to get people to stay on their platform for as humanly long as possible. So what it's literally going to do is it's going to study your videos and push you in front of the ideal viewers that YouTube knows that these people are going to enjoy watching your stuff. So as long as you identify the questions that your ideal viewers have and answer these questions, you're going to win on YouTube. And what you do on these videos is you say what they want to hear, not what they actually need. And I know this kind of sounds slimy or whatever, but just really zoom out and think about it. Most of your viewers, they're not even aware of what they actually need. They just care about results, the problems that you solve, and how you can get them to that result faster, right? So for example, on my own YouTube channel, I would never post a video about how to edit really good, because my ideal customer, B2B founders, would never in their life search how to edit good, because they have a business to run. They need to handle all of this other stuff and they need to make money, right? So you got to speak directly to what your ideal customers are even concerned about in the first place. What usually works is YouTube prioritizes precise over popular. If you can just keep speaking directly to your ideal customers, YouTube is just going to continuously get stronger in identifying how to put you two together. And the final thing that you should absolutely do is to really understand your buyer's journey, their hero journey, how you can actually get them from point A to point B. And if you can actually speak this very clearly on your content, you are going to get way more inbound conversations than you've ever posted a conference photo on LinkedIn. All right, so now I'm going to walk you through the framework that we use for our clients to actually generate these inbound conversations through content. So if you're a marketer, you're probably already aware of the content funnel, but I'm going to explain how this works specifically on YouTube and how it could work for your marketing system. So first, top of funnel consists of training videos on YouTube. Now, the main purpose of top of funnel videos is to introduce new qualified viewers into your world. And the key word here is qualified, because that's who we want to talk to. When I look at other channels, I've seen a lot of people try to make broad content for the top of funnel, and they just hope that some small percentage of this massive audience would eventually convert. But this doesn't work at all, because let's say that you make a video about, if I was broke, this is how I would become a millionaire again. What kind of viewer do you think that type of video would attract? Broke people, right? And so top of funnel videos just doesn't really work on a broad audience. And so what you should be doing instead is just speak directly to the common problems and opportunities and desired outcomes of your specific buyer on YouTube. So a video example would look like, I broke the school system genius strategy. This is one of our clients' videos that broke 1.4 million views. And the logic behind this video was our client back then was offering a college advisory program. This video was basically teaching college students how to actually graduate earlier so that they can save more money. That's how it should be done. Another video example over here is how to make viral UGC ads. This is speaking directly to D2C brands. So for top of funnel videos, I generally recommend doing training videos like how-to videos, tutorials to get that viewership up, but just keep in mind to speak to people you want to actually speak to. Now moving on to the second part of the funnel, the middle funnel. So the purpose of this layer is to help viewers build deep trust with not just what you do, but for who you are. The best videos to actually do this is insight videos and personal videos. Now, I've seen a lot of people default to basic educational content like how-to videos and trend updates, but these types of videos don't really build any trust with who you are and what you do. It just basically makes you another commodity in the market and not really help you stand out as a person, right? People want to understand how you got to the point where you have and how you can actually solve their problems based on your experience. So what you should be doing for these types of videos is just really break down your specific perspective on a topic, the lessons that you learned the hard way, and why you think the way that you do. Because like I said earlier, people buy from the people that they like, and people trust your expertise more than a teenager that regurgitates stuff that they heard online. Now finally, bottom funnel. Now the purpose of this type of video, and this is where the money actually gets made, is to show what you do works. Now the best type of videos that we found that best serves the bottom of the funnel is collaboration videos and case study videos. The most common mistake that I've seen from businesses that actually do this sort of content is they start at this level, but they never actually build the other layers of the funnel. These types of videos tend to get the least amount of views. And if you don't build the other layers, these case study videos, collaboration videos, or podcasts just are in the ether. They're just in the ether and they just get no visibility at all. So you're just wasting a sales asset that nobody's ever going to see. So what you should be doing instead is layer in top and middle funnel as you build this out so that your channel actually grows and there are people to actually watch your sales assets. So these types of videos could look like case study breakdown videos like here with my own video, or a case study of another brand to show the viewers that you know what you're talking about, or a client interview where you invite your client to either a podcast or a Google Meet interview or even in person to really show the viewers that other people know your stuff actually works. So when all these three layers start working together, something really powerful happens in the content funnel, right? Imagine a lead would find you through a training video that they're probably already searching for, and then they watch a middle funnel insight video and really start to trust your perspective, and then they get hit with a case study video where they understand that your stuff works for not only your clients, for other brands too. By the time that they reach out, they've already spent hours of exposure to what you do and who you actually are. So at this point, they're not really a cold lead anymore. They're pretty much practically pre-sold on what you actually do. And that's exactly what happened with the 250K plus per month prospect that booked a call with me that I mentioned at the start. The process wasn't so much about convincing, it's just more about learning exactly how we can help them. And look, if you're watching this and you think this makes sense, but don't actually have the resources or time to actually make this work, we're a done for you service, so you just show up and record and get all of this done for you. So if that's something worth exploring, just click the link below and book a call with me. And if you enjoyed the video, just make sure to subscribe, because every week I'll be posting these videos to share more insights with you on how you can grow your business using YouTube.